Hello, this is Maestro X, and I'm going to go over the Level 1 academic word of the day, abandon, for week 3, quarter 4. Let's take a look at your flashcard. Abandon has 3 syllables, and the emphasis or stress is on the second syllable, band. So we say abandon, abandon. Notice that we say in and not on. We don't say abandon. We say abandon. In, like going in something. Abandon. And it is used only as a verb. And we have 2 different definitions here, but they're basically the same. It's just the intent is different. So the first one is to leave somebody, especially somebody you're responsible for, with no intention of returning. Leaving somebody, so sometimes we use this word, like for example in the Glass Menagerie, the play that we read last quarter, in English 2, the father abandons the family and doesn't come back. The second definition is to leave a thing or place, especially because it is impossible or dangerous to stay. So one is abandoning a person, one is abandoning a place. Okay? Let's take a look at your sentence. In the Diary of Anne Frank, which most of you read in English 1, the family does not abandon Margot after she receives a call notice from the SS, Schutzstaffel. And a call notice was when the Nazis would send a paper to you to call you up and say, hey, you need to go to a labor camp. You need to leave your family and go to a labor camp, and some of them were later put in concentration camps and killed. But the family decides to not abandon Margot. They want her to stay with them, and so they actually leave their place. They abandon their place, you can say, and go hide in the attic of another building. And that's where the Diary of Anne Frank is about, Anne Frank's time in hiding from the Nazis. We have the 3 familiar words. The 2 adjectives are the participle forms abandoned and abandoning. And then we have the noun form, which is the action of abandoning, which is abandonment. Abandonment. Your synonyms are to desert, desert, and this is not the noun, where, people living in a dry area that's called a desert, even though it's spelled the same. This is the verb desert with the accent or stress on the second syllable, desert. And it sounds like like cake or pie, but this is a verb. And leave. But this is, again, leave without coming back. Your antonyms are to stay, or for definition 2, to retain, or to keep. And that is your academic 1 word of the day. If you got this one wrong on your reassessment, be sure to make a new card with an original sentence about yourself using abandon as a verb, and include an illustration, and turn it in with your reassessment. Happy studying.